So, what's up?
Not much here in Las Vegas.
I'm Rita.
I'm Terry.
And what's our show called today?
In Lies the Truth.
All right, and you can actually see that I'm much more of a talker than Terrence over here. So, thanks for joining us today, and we are really excited to be here in Las Vegas, where we're going to talk about. We're staying at the Westgate, and the Westgate used to be called something else, right?
The Hilton.
It was the Hilton, and then prior to that, so Elvis, this was his first time that he played. Like he played, I think they said like 4 shows or a number of shows per day. This was his big thing. So, do you want to do that Elvis impersonation?
Priscilla? Where's Priscilla?
What was that Elvis went after he was like on his deathbed?
He's been drinking, I guess.
So anyway, we're going to talk about ghosts. I don't know if you know this about me, since we just met yesterday, but I've written 3 ghost books: Haunted Dallas, Haunted Fort Worth, and Haunted Bartlesville, Oklahoma.
Yes, I knew that.
Okay. So you did a bunch of research on the ghost in this hotel and the ghost and so let's talk about that. And
we're going to have some good footage to go with it.
Yeah.
We met Gordy yesterday.
Yes, Gordy was
it Gordy or Gordon?
Well, his name's Gordon, and he's the Vice President of Public Relations and Communications here at Westgate. And Westgate is off the Strip, and that's a whole other story, but we went on the monorail to the Strip yesterday. What did you think about it?
Too much.
It was a lot.
It's too much to take in. Too many people, too much drinking, too expensive, and serious gambling going on.
Yeah. So would you go? I would come back here in a second.
Yeah, I like it here.
And we have a huge jacuzzi tub in the bed. It's not really our bedroom, but they stuck us together somehow, so we got to plow through it.
Forced together.
So, what did you find out about the ghost here at the Westgate?
Well, there are appearances and apparitions. Is that what it is? Apparitions, and supposedly he's seen in the hallways.
Elvis?
Yeah. Now we've yet to go up to the penthouse.
Is he with the 2 girls that are bouncing the ball?
No.
The twins?
No. The twins, yeah. No.
Because you do look a little bit like Jack Nicholson. You should see him in these sunglasses. He's like really cute, as opposed to being really cute otherwise. Okay.
Well, all right, I'll take that.
All right. So anyway.
So yeah, they say there's a bunch of information out there about the ghosts here. But I don't believe in ghosts. Oh my God, dead.
I had
cricket
to
silence.
dead now. You don't believe in ghosts?
No.
You said that you've had ghost experiences.
I have not. When did
you
I
did
say
tell
that?
me. I thought you told me you had.
Oh, be quiet.
You've never seen
No
a ghost
way.
before. Have you ever felt a ghost?
Okay. All right. Now you're talking. All right. This is truth. There's a cat ghost in my house.
In the one you live in now?
Yeah.
Okay, talk about it.
A cat ghost.
What color is the cat?
I don't know. I've never seen it, but it brushes up on my leg occasionally.
Really?
Yeah, and not just me. Almost everyone that comes in my house.
I've never felt it.
We've only been in there once or twice. It takes 3 to 4 times.
If the cat has to get to know you?
Yeah, it's a little standoffish.
I will say that and we all know I'm a witch, so, it's good or bad or ugly.
Tell them what actually that is.
So what, okay, yes, let's talk about that. Because there are a lot of things that people think that have to do with witches, because there are satanic witches, and that is not really a witch at all. A witch is someone, and I don't even think I should even identify myself with that anymore.
No,
I should probably say I'm a light
bad
worker.
example.
But it's like someone who is able to draw in the energy, manifest. The spells are the same things as prayers, and just kind of has like a sense of what's really going on. Because actually, if you think about it, what we are experiencing as humans on this earth, because this is a human bodysuit that we have, our soul is experiencing this, is basically we are living from an ego place because we're learning lessons as a soul. So if you think about it, 95% of what is actually going on in the world, in the galaxy, in the universe and all that is not seen, it's felt. We're only experiencing about 5% of reality when we do it from a 3D human experience.
Hey, it's your platform. Now, see, that's the thing. I don't know if I agree with
I know.
anything she says. However, I'm open as to a lot of you out there are as well. However, I don't know.
I mean, that's why we're calling this In Lies the Truth.
I'm trying to learn and trying to understand, but very doubtful.
Why are you doubtful, though?
I'm a ground and stone kind of person. I'm not that float around kind of air person.
You're an air sign.
I don't know about that, but
You are. You're a Libra.
She believes in all that.
Well, I only believe in it because it's happened. Like the other morning, he woke up and I heard him yell yes or yeah. Well, he said
This
that
is true.
Yeah, this was like within the last 48 hours. And he said that he heard his sister calling your name.
Yeah, it was clear.
And he woke up and said, yeah. And so then what happened?
Well, I didn't call her back right away, but I looked on my phone and she had called. And when I called her, there was bad things going on and she kind of needed my help.
And she said,
and so with that in mind, that is real, that is true. That happened, and I'm still on the fence.
Why?
Well, I believe maybe that, but some of the other stuff I don't believe in.
But see, this is the thing, and it's okay if people don't believe in this, but the more that you meditate, the more that you connect with your angels and your spirit guides, and the more that you tell the universe, yes, I want the messages, the more you will get them. I mean, look how we met. I mean, he walked into the newspaper office, and my guest it was actually my co-host, who I don't even know where he is anymore.
He's maybe just
He's long gone.
Yeah, but missing.
But he, I said, hey, do you want to do a show with me today? And he said yes. And then now we're doing this. I mean, we've moved into doing stuff that's really what we can help the
kind
world.
of what we want to do.
Yeah, and so you just call that a weird coincidence?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
I don't think anything is a weird coincidence. I think everything is brought on by by the energy that you're sending out to the universe.
Well, you need to convince me of that in the shows coming up. But, I believe things just kind of happen because they kind of happen.
Well, I mean, I guess that's okay to believe like that.
Well, no,
There's a lot of people that believe like that.
I might think differently over time. But
I mean, I think we'd like to hear from our viewers what they think, too. I'd love to hear, because I think there's a lot of people that think like I do and a lot of people that think like you do. And I think that one of the biggest challenges we have is trying to get people to think like we do, because we feel they need to, but really nobody needs to feel anything. That's one of the problems with religion, is they want you to think you're going to go to hell if you don't believe like they do.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, but that's the truth. Is the matter is, it's like, if you want to be a Christian, I respect it, but don't tell me I need to be.
Right.
So
in today's world, there's so much negative out there.
Yeah.
I think really we can spread some positive.
Yeah.
That's really what we need to do.
Are you saying that I'm not doing that right now?
No, you're doing fine.
So anyway, let's get back to this whole thing about the ghost here in Vegas. Yeah. So you discovered, so there's actually, we went down to the bar to have a drink before we did this show, and we met a really cool bartender named Mike. And Mike said, and I do have a friend who's been to that clown motel. It's next to a graveyard, and I think he was doing something at the graveyard, I don't know. But the clown hotel, or motel, it's probably a motel, not a hotel, is supposed to be really haunted. And Mike thought it was, right? Mike seems
That's
like
what he said.
And I've heard that on a lot of occasions. It's outside of Vegas. And then you had mentioned there were a lot of places around here that like in Boulder City. Was that what you said? It was called Boulder City?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Boulder City out
like
there
what?
Near the Hoover Dam.
Like what?
Ghosts.
But do you believe in this? Do you believe this?
No. But I hear the stories and I have to acknowledge it. But no, I don't know if I do believe.
Well, so what are some of the stories that we remember talking about? A lot of dead bodies in the Lake Mead, right?
Now that's another one, Lake Mead ghosts. There's hundreds of dead bodies in Lake Mead, and most of them were murdered. Mm-hmm. And not
How do they know
nicely.
that?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Well, one thing that I thought was really interesting that we chatted about before the show started was the Luxor Hotel here in Vegas, and you had mentioned, there's been 1,100 people die a day. Is that how many people you said? 1,100?
No, a day. 1,100 a year. And I think maybe it's 1,100 since they opened. I don't know, it seems like a lot for a year at the hotel.
Yeah.
But it could be, because, people commit suicide, they gamble too much.
Yeah, that's true.
They eat too much, they drink too much,
They just die.
Too many
People
prostitutes,
just die.
whatever.
Okay, so let's say 1,100 people since it opened. Well, that sounds more
Realistic.
Realistic.
Well, it could be.